One of the things that I like to do, and I learned this from Brian Mulligan back in the 90s, is a mobilization with movement to help a patient who might have trouble moving into flexion, but it's because they're stuck in extension and can't flex, essentially. You'll pick it up in the scan when you do your PA pressures, and you'll notice that there might be an area that's sensitive with the PA pressure. Now remember, this is somewhere where if they're painful with PA pressure, you could do your anterior shear test. There might be creasing at that segment. You might end up doing the prone instability test. You might end up doing the multifidus lift test. Sometimes you can manipulate the segment, but sometimes these segments actually are a little bit sensitive to manipulation. So one of the ways you can work this is have the patient on their hands and knees. So go ahead on your hands and knees. And you want your knees a little wider than your hips. And the goal is basically saying that, and you know these patients, you've seen them, every time they initiate something, they say they're flexing, but they're actually extending at the lower segments. And then you're like, okay, let's do some pelvic tilts. And the patient, that's a lost cause. They don't even know how to do that. Their knees are locked. So sometimes they can't get that pelvic tilt. So the mobilization with movement, you actually just take your hypothenar eminence and hook it under the segment that you want to flex. The beauty of the Mulligan technique is that if that's painful, go one below, go one above. The rules, no pain. Overpress and keep the pressure throughout the whole motion. So when you go into it and when you come out of it. So what I'll do with this particular one is you bring your bottom hand under to bring them into flexion. You get your hypothenar eminence on that spot, and then you have them bring their bottom towards their heels. Once you get to an end point, you overpress, and then you keep that pressure as you guide them back up. And you do it multiple times. Okay, come back again. Good. So you do it sometimes up to 5 to 10 times with the overpressure nice and slow. In my opinion, it's telling the brain, remember when you thought you were flexing, you're really extending, I'm going to make you flex, and this is flexion. I'd like you to remember to flex this segment. Good proprioceptive feedback through the skin in an area that has horrible two-point discrimination. Lights up that spot. Then what you do, go ahead and line your stomach, you recheck the PA pressure and see if that's different. Then go ahead and stand up. And face this way. Sorry, this way. Yeah, hard for you to see if I'm pointing behind you, I apologize. So then you go ahead and bend forward, and you go to whatever movement, whether it was flexion or extension, but it's typically flexion that the person had pain with, and you recheck. So come on back up. So we started with planar motions, either flexion or extension that was painful. We did PA pressures, both are in the scan. We maybe clustered it with some other findings. Then we did this as a treatment source, maybe sometimes even for those joints that are a little too sensitive to do some of the side-lying techniques with. So Mulligan, mobilization with movement. So let's give that a shot.